Hi, I'm Extraayogurt and welcome back to another speed build. Today we're going to be building the mother of all gyms, and I called it Green Fitness. I've said this before, I have like no creativity when it comes to naming these lots, so bear with me. But if this is your first video, then basically I just built this custom hood, South Valley City, and we are going lot by lot with the speed builds and just kind of creating our city. I'm gonna do my best to make sure all my lots are available for download and uploaded to both Mediafire and my Mod the Sims page, so you guys can enjoy them in your game too. While I'm building, you're probably going to notice that I drop frames here and there because this lot was it just had so many objects. I was really pushing my computer to the limit. And then I also had to lower the lot view distance just to kind of help with the lag. My first attempt at building this gym, my game actually crashed, and that was really scary because I was worried I wasn't going to be able to fix it, but usually when that happens, I just delete some cache files and that fixes it. But I think it was some CC that I had downloaded that was causing it, which is weird because it was just like some recolors. But anyway, yeah. So this gym, I wanted it to have a basketball court. I wanted it to have saunas, big locker rooms, weightlifting area, cardio area, and like a little outdoor area. And I was able to fit all of that on this lot. I actually even wanted a pool, but there was just not enough space. I think that my next lot I build is gonna be a pool and spa, so I'll be able to build a pool in that build. I almost forgot to mention that while I was on a little bit of a break, I had some studying and stuff to do, but while I was on that break, we hit 100 subscribers and I was so happy. I just think that's so cool that, like, I think, yeah, over 100 of you now have subscribed to my channel. Like, that's huge. And it's kind of weird because like a lot of you guys, I've been playing The Sims for so long and just now sharing it. So I don't know. So thank you for the subs. I think that's so cool. I'm gonna do my best to keep myself on like a regular schedule, but you know, sometimes school comes up, sometimes work comes up, and I have to do that. But if I could spend all my time playing Sims, I definitely would. That was just really cool. So thank y'all again for the subs. Literally, that's not much to some people, but like, if you think about it, like 100 people in a room with you, like that really puts it into perspective. Like 100 people used their account to subscribe to my channel. That's so weird. But anyways, I'm always open to feedback and ideas for what you guys want me to build. I just have so much fun with this game. I can build in this game for hours and hours. But back to the build. So something I insisted on having in the gym was this tree situation inside. I just thought that would be really cool. And that's kind of what also inspired the name Green Fitness, because of the plants. But yeah, I just wanted that to be like the focal point of the gym. And then this outdoor area is meant to be like a turf area. So I don't know if you guys have seen those gyms that have like the little outdoor space and it's turf, and usually it's like marked like yard by yard, but obviously I couldn't really do that. But I figured that's where your Sims could like do their little sprints or like their cardio workouts and stuff. In this lot, I did use some CC items that I think are very important to how the lot functions. So usually I would just be like, oh, well, I recommend this or I recommend that. But in this lot, there are a few items that I'm going to point out that I'm like, no, I highly recommend these items. Of course, you don't need them. I really try not to make my lot so that you need any CC, but it really adds to the lot. But I'll point them out when we get there. Right here, you can see me making the third floor a dummy floor, and I really loved this because it adds a really nice like ambiance without having to decorate it, furnish it, or anything. But it just when you're inside of the gym, it adds a lot. I don't know how to explain it. That's like another little building tip for me, is like utilizing dummy floors to either like make the outside of your building look better or bigger, or to make the inside look more open. So yeah, you don't always have to make every single floor and every single area accessible. Some things are just for aesthetics. Here you can see me, well, you could see me being super complicated with the pillars. But if you've seen my other builds, then you know that I love using pillars and they add so much to your build. So for example, in this build, because it's so window heavy that so I wanted to, like, in my imagination, it needs more structural support. And so I tried to make sure there was good framing around those portions that are just purely windows. So, and then here I am trying to mark the turf as if it were like a football field, but it just looked terrible because the tiles are too thick. And as you can see, I just kept trying, but in the end I got rid of that border and just did something different. But yeah, I added a parking lot to this gym as well. Sometimes I haven't really found out my rhyme or reason to adding parking lots, and sometimes not. I feel like I just add them when I feel like it makes sense. So for example, I think I added employee parking to my little shopping plaza that I made, Plaza 603. I added a parking lot to my grocery store. That made sense to me. Added a parking lot here. Well, I think I've added parking to every community lot so far, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, I guess I just kind of feel it out. Oh, this is another great building tip that I recommend, is setting up a wall somewhere and getting your color and texture palette situated. So I love to use a mix of textures and colors, and I just try to make sure it all complements each other. So as you can see, I keep, is it called eye dropping? Eye dropping the wallpapers from that wall I set up in the parking lot. So that way you can kind of see like, oh, do these textures and colors go together before I'm like repainting and trying to fix it. So and also that's not the only thing that helped me. Like I said, I had a first attempt at building this gym and it didn't come out so good. So I already kind of had in my head like what colors I wanted to use. But yeah, there I am just adding black wallpaper to all the walls with windows to make it look more seamless. I'm really big on attention to detail and stuff like that. You're gonna see me battling with the wallpaper around all the columns here in a minute. I've said this before, but you don't have to put wallpaper on everywhere and on everything. But when you put wallpaper on the insides of the columns, on the outsides, when you put flooring on the inside of the columns and on the ceilings, like when you just make sure everything is polished and covered up, it makes your gameplay look so much more aesthetically pleasing because everything looks so seamless. Also, I have a mod that changes the default color of the wall trimmings and the foundation trims. And I've been forgetting to, but I'll make sure to put that in the description box as well as the little bit of CC that I used. So I just added that little glass box there on the side to kind of make the outside look more interesting. When I put the saunas in the locker rooms, right there, I'm still kind of looking at the slanted roof, like I'm not sure if I should have done that or just made it flat, but it's already been done. The lot has already been packaged, so And here goes another quick building tip for me is playing around with the different carpet colors and making a design that you like. So I know I think most gyms have a mix of hardwood and carpet. I think, yeah. I feel like that's not really something most people pay attention to, but I'm pretty sure. So I really wanted there to be like soft area and still have like that wood kind of throughout, which brightens up the space a lot rather than just having straight up like black and gray carpet. Here I am making the locker rooms with their separate little shower stalls. I really like that. And yes, those locker recolors are from, one moment, let me just check and make sure. Yeah, the locker recolors are from Michelle on Mod The Sims. I'm pretty sure like everyone knows who Michelle is. You just have to. She makes all the good recolors. But yes, so those are base game lockers. Sorry, not base game. University Life lockers, I think. Anyways, they're Maxis items, but I just downloaded a recolor for them because the colors that they come with are just awful. So there's one piece of CC that I recommend. There I am trying to make sure the ceilings are all painted. Yeah, so there I am messing with the wallpaper again. It just looks so nice and seamless, like painting everything, especially during gameplay when you have the walls cut away. It looks really, really nice. Up here I decided to have like a little dance studio kind of area and ballet studio, and you guys will notice that this build is very mirror heavy, so I think that contributes a lot to the lag more than anything. There's just mirrors everywhere because it's a gym. Like I figured, you know, your Sims want to check themselves out and everything, so there I am covering the ceilings again. So much of my building consists of covering ceilings, and it's not fun, but it's worth it. I really love the open concept of the upstairs not being closed off. Like there's just fencing everywhere and your Sims can kind of look over and see what's below. I love that. Then up front, I decided to have 3 different counters, 2 for like when your Sims walk in and say, you know, they scan their membership or whatever, and then 1 in the corner there where I figured they could check out like basketballs or other gym equipment. That was kind of my thought process there. Yeah, a little bulletin board, maybe like that shows when like things are reserved or like events happening at the gym. I think those little drawers come from IKEA stuff, and if you didn't know, you can actually stack them. I think you can stack them even higher than 2, but yeah, I figured like whoever's working the desk, that's where they keep like people's membership files and their waivers and stuff like that. In the basketball court area, I wanted to add some kind of bleacher type situation. Looking back on it, I do wish I made the basketball court a lot bigger and gave the Sims more walking space. So I'm hoping that this works out. And then I feel like in like a high school gym or a college gym, you would have decorations and jerseys and you know, banners in the basketball court. But since this is just like a commercial gym, I just left it blank on purpose. And then, sorry guys, I'm moving quick. And then I added some towels to the locker room, which at first I thought like, gross, who wants to use towels from the gym? But then I realized like, well, people do it with hotels, so why not the gym? So that added a little something. I'm really glad I got to use those saunas as well, and because usually I just never use them. And there I added the basketball court rugs, which I did not even realize existed until it was too late. So if they look like they're crammed in there, they definitely are. That was a last minute decision. Just adding some desk clutter, and if you can believe it, these exit signs are one of my favorite parts of the entire build. I don't know why, but I live for little details like that. I think that's so cool. Yeah, there I am again trying to decorate, but just realized like, no, this is a gym. It's not like a high school or college. So it's just gonna have to be blank. Yeah, so that little random space right there, I was thinking maybe it could be a utility closet. I ended up just leaving it blank, but later on I had the idea of like, oh, if you have some water fountain CC, water fountains would go, that's exactly where they would go. It would be a perfect fit right there between the locker rooms. I apologize for jumping from topic to topic, but I can barely keep up with my building. Added some TVs up here. Maybe like the gym owners can play some sports on the TVs. Here is some more CC that it's kind of CC and kind of not, because these actually come in the game, but as a career reward. So these punching bags are from Honeywell, I believe, on MTS. Just double checking. Yes. So that they're buyable objects, and I think that's so neat, because it still technically comes with the game, but you just can't buy them. Added some little rugs beneath each punching bag, and the boxing llama light, I love that. And these yoga mats I downloaded from Shasta Kiss on Tumblr, and like I said before, like I'll make sure to link all the CC as usual. Placing them was really annoying. Trying to make it look natural, like kind of scattered. You guys know how that goes, but I love the look of it. Like maybe your Sims want to grab a mat to like do their stretches or get warmed up. And then I also downloaded some recolors of all the exercise equipment. This is by Poppet Sims on Tumblr. Yeah. I think this is really helpful to have, because the color that they usually come in is just not cute. So yeah, when I was placing the workout equipment, I put there's a little bit of a pattern, you know. I separated the type of equipment, but as I kind of looked at it, I was like, no, I want this gym to look more real, like more just packed out with equipment. I didn't want it to look so sparse. So you'll see me just throwing in as much equipment as I can in every space. I also added a little warm up or cool down area in the corner there with more mats. I love these recolors of the exercise equipment. I think it looks so nice. And here I put a lot of the leg equipment. Just kind of randomly put the equipment I wanted to over there just to fill up the space. I think a lot of people might think I went overboard with the exercise equipment, but I just wanted it to look as full as possible. And outside over here, some more shelves with some more yoga mats, and this area out here is going to be like a yoga area. I also almost forgot to mention that these yoga mats are functional. The ones on the ground, like your Sims can actually use them to do yoga, and it is so cool to watch them do their little yoga routine. Put some exercise bikes out there. Yeah, so I just love that when building a gym. Like I said earlier, it's like you don't have to do a whole lot of decorating. You really just have to put the exercise equipment there. I mean, I love decorating lots, but sometimes it can be overwhelming, especially when the lot is so big. But I think I did a good job of utilizing the architecture to quote unquote decorate, just with the columns and the windows itself. Put some bikes overlooking the basketball court. Yeah, the whole upstairs is basically just cardio equipment, and the whole downstairs is basically just weightlifting equipment. I'm not sure what gyms look like where you guys live, but I just imagine that this is the kind of gym you would see like in LA or something. All right, now let's get into some screenshots. I took a million like usual. This is an absolute just like monster of a lot. It's huge. So even from the neighborhood view, this is I think it just is the biggest lot I've built. I've used bigger like lots, but this is the biggest like structure I've built. It's just massive. But it looks really good from the neighborhood view. I kind of wish I included a screenshot of that, but I hope you guys really like it, and I hope your Sims are able to utilize it. Yeah, I just really love how everything came out, and lighting is so much fun for me to do. I feel like that's what really makes a lot come to life, is when you add all the lights. There's our little check-in counters, our little bulletin board. Yeah, this build was a lot of fun, and it was a lot faster than I anticipated. I think most of my videos are like 40 to 50 minutes long, and I expected this one to be at least an hour. But yeah, I think it looks so good with the lights and all the equipment everywhere, just kind of scattered around, the yoga mats. Once again, I'll link the CC that I used. I used locker recolors. I used a Bible punching bag. I used the exercise equipment recolors, and I used yoga mats. I will also link the mod that changes the color of the wall trims and the foundation trims. And then also, of course, I think most simmers recommend downloading the color enable package. Whenever you're downloading recolors, just make sure you have the color enable package. And I'll be sure to link all that stuff. But I love how the tree came out. That's like, it's just such a nice focal point of the gym. Makes it feel really open and big. And here's the sauna. I love how the sauna looks. I feel like my Sims never get to use it, but here's a locker room. There you can see the sauna over there, the corner of the locker room. Like I said before, this build is like very mirror heavy, so some of these screenshots might look a little confusing. But there's the shower stalls. It's a nice view of everything. It's where you can kind of overlook the weights area. It's a nice view of the tree. I'm really excited to have my Sims visit this lot. I've said this before, but I'm not going to add any Sims into this neighborhood until it is completely done. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and hopefully there's no play issues. If there are, please let me know so I can correct those mistakes for next time. But yeah, everything should be functional. Everything should be fine. Yeah, it just looks so good. I wish I could increase the lot view distance so we can capture some of the other lots in the background, but I just wanted to make sure my game didn't crash. There's the entrance again. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. If you're not subscribed, please consider it. And I'm gonna keep walking you guys through my process of building this neighborhood. And yeah, I appreciate all the nice comments and the feedback and the subs. It's been really cool to see that you guys are using my lots and like enjoying them. So I really try to back off of using CC, but sometimes it's hard, especially when like that little bit of CC will just like take your lot to the next level. So I apologize for that. I really try to keep CC at a minimum, and we'll continue to do that, if not no CC. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna leave you guys with the video here, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Find me on my other platforms, and everything will be in the description. So thank you, and bye-bye.